Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. Got an awesome video for you with the Annapolis. Yes, the Tier 11 super ship, whatever you want to call it. New Annapolis, but basically a 12-gun Des Moines. So if you haven't seen it, check out videos. We've done reviews about it. Look it up, but it is awesome. This is an awesome game, and this is the first game I've played a super ship in a random battle. Now, if you guys haven't seen, random battles are now incorporating super ships, which means that you're getting the tier 11 style destroyers, cruisers, and battleships, and soon you'll be getting as well tier 11 carriers, which is going to be incredible. The reason why I like the Annapolis is because I like the Des Moines. The Des Moines is awesome, and the only gripe I had about the Des Moines was, can I have more guns? I mean, if the Henry can have, like 9 guns, or I guess you could say I guess the Conde is a super ship to that, or forgive me, there are actually a couple cruisers like the Puerto Rico that had 12 guns, and I'm like, man, if only the Des Moines had 12 guns. Well, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you get right here for the bang for your buck, and pretty much you're doing what a Des Moines would do, HE spamming. Pretty much a cruiser that either goes bow and tanks away, but is doing more of a, I've got a long range build in this, so you can see I can reach out and touch them by the 18 kilometers. And I'll do another review about the Conde, which is the French counterpart to this. It is kind of like a super Henry, if you will. But basically, it literally can just HE burn things down from a distance now, and pretty very, very effective, I would say. 203 millimeter guns, and that's about 18.5 kilometer range is awesome. The Conde gets out to about 19. The reason why I also like this, it's got radar, 10 kilometer radar, but if you build it out, you can get it out to about 30 plus seconds, really long time. Eats destroyers alive, especially if you see my video where I blap a Shimakaze with the burst fire. So if you don't know what that is, look at the bottom of the screen there. You see the F next to those bullet symbols. That's the burst mode, which will fire 3 bursts of these 12 salvo guns. I mean, that is incredible. I believe you're launching about 36 shells out there. And no destroyer can absorb 36 shells right off the bat, and it's pretty incredible. A sight to see when you do rush in to kill destroyers, but not in this game. This game we have a pretty strong flank on Two Brothers, one of my favorite maps, and you pretty much have to be a little standoff and thin out the herd, if you will, before you start rushing in and doing some stupid stuff. But basically, we're going to find a victim here, like the Jean Bart, who, like I said, just noses in or sits there and tanks. So well, guess what? If he wants to tank, let's tank. So we're going to go ahead and full send all the salvos we can. And hopefully I get a finish him move. I always use the burst for finish him. Now, the reason why I do that, although the burst is very powerful, it is a long reload. I mean, it can get up to about 37 seconds or 40 seconds maybe, if you don't build it right and your AR is not kicking in, where you literally have to wait that full time to use your guns. But look at the reload on it just by itself. 5.5 seconds, 5.57 seconds reload is pretty fast. Shooting 12 guns constantly and just raining hell down on top of this Jean Bart, and there's nothing he can do about it. I mean, he can put out damage con, heal, whatever, but we're just going to keep starting 2 fires right there, keep on shooting. These guns are awesome. They pin really well. And we're getting good pins, we're getting fire damage. And here we go, we switch to burst mode, and just watch, here we go. Watch the fireworks show, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, 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 boom. Just constant. I mean, the gunners must literally have been reloading shells. Too bad we didn't get the burst kill, but we got a kill, first blood in the game, and that's our first of the Kraken, as you can see the title of the video. And this is an awesome game, by the way. I really think the super ships are fun in randoms. I know that Wargaming was trying to, I guess, encourage this, or maybe getting more, they need more money, so they got to find gimmicks or things to make randoms fun, to get more players involved, and just bringing these tier 11 kind of super ships into the game is probably one of those gimmicks or things that are trying to do to encourage and entice people to play more. So again, before I keep on going, I want to shoot a shout out. Thanks again for all the subscribers and supporters of the channel. We're past 400, on our way to 500. Hey guys, if you want to see us and watch us grow, and I'd love to support us, be a part of the community, having a good time, shooting ships, sailing ships, then like, subscribe, bell button, and we just just watch the videos, enjoy them, have a great time, learn something from them. I really make these for you guys to not only for entertainment, but also to learn tactics, tips, and procedures that'll definitely help you out. Either playing the game, having a better match, even reviews. Maybe some of you guys are debating on what ships to get and which should you spend your resources on. Definitely these are fun, and I hope you enjoy them. So again, we're going to start pushing in on the two brothers because now RPF. If you don't know what RPF is, it's that little basically that white arc that you're seeing above my crosshairs. That gives you the basic general direction of the closest enemy ship. And that gives me a lot of SA, or situational awareness, as to where the next, usually a destroyer, because usually destroyers play up front, as to where that threat is. So I know the destroyer Holland is somewhere probably around the inside of Charlie Cap. So I'm pimping my team and telling them, hey, this is where they're at. Get a general direction and get a feel of where that threat is going to be at. So the Zorky and the other vampire. Know where that threat is going to be at, so I'm going to start pushing in with my radar, because my radar provides a little bit of knowledge and information, and as well as ship location to help out the team. So we're going to push in this way. I elected to not go all the way in, but actually turn right here and use this islander a little bit for torpedo cover, and just see what these other 3 enemy ships are going to do, because I don't really know what they're doing. They're sailing away, but I have a Missouri that's facing nose in. So I'm trying to see what they're doing, where they're going. I'll give my destroyers a couple free shots of torpedoes to see if it entices them to do something dumb. We are spotted, so that tells me that the Holland is within my spotting range, but just outside my radar. So again, the Annapolis has 11 kilometer if you build it down for concealment, but only 10 kilometer radar. So it's not really a stealth radar. You pretty much have to drive in a kilometer or use it wisely. My tactic and tip is I wait till I see smoke, or I know a known position of a destroyer before I use the radar, because although it does last a while, you don't want to waste it, because they could just run outside your radar range and now you're rendered useless. So we're going to use the guns to see what we can do with it. So we're going to see if we can basically farm this Missouri to death and use the guns to maximum the firepower, because we're just kind of burn things down and get the game, thin out the herd, if you will, because again, it's not a good time to push. Look at the map, look at the mini map, look at how many ships are left in the game. You kind of got to make a judgment as to, well, should I push? I mean, there's no reason to push. We've already got the cap. These battleships are nose in, backing up. So we're just going to wait and wait for them to make a mistake. Again, the greatest thing about the Des Moines was it could be nose in and just HE spam really, really fast with these 203 millimeter self-loading guns. Pretty awesome. And now we're just waiting. Again, you see the FDG here doing something kind of crazy here. He's going full broadside. And the AP on the Des Moines and the Annapolis are pretty strong. So, but I like to try to burn this guy down, because we got some other guys shooting him as well. And he's basically afraid now, so he's going to turn away and kite away. And we are going to use this moment to just kind of juke shells back and forth, and just keep launching. Look at that, 12 shells in the air. We get another salve off before the first 12 even land. So that's what's really cool about this ship. It's awesome, especially the long-range build. At first, I built this thing for, I would say, a fast reload, but the range on the Annapolis is not as good as the Conde. The Conde can get out to 19 kilometers, which is awesome, but it gives it that range, and I found that I did better in the Conde at range, and I was like wondering, why can't I do the same thing in the Annapolis? And the reason why was the max range, if you build it for reload, is only 16. So I had to be in a little bit closer, and that gave a lot of other ships good shots at me, and I died faster than I could. But for situations like this, the range really pays off in dividends. I mean, I'm literally, able to reach out and touch this FDG and stay at a distance to maximize, our concealment, maximize our juking of shells. As you can see right there, long-range shots are kind of difficult for battleships. So we want to, our dispersion is way better. So we got the cruiser kind of dispersion. So we're just going to sit in the back and wait a little bit, thin out the herd, like I said, and we're going to try to take one ship at a time. FDG goes down, and now the next victim will be the Missouri, which he starts to push in. He has no other choice, because either he takes the cap or they lose to destroyers, and he's just a sitting duck there. Again, Missouri, look, the dispersion of Missouri is not good. He's shooting at us. We're a slim profile. There's nothing more he can do, but we can reach out and touch him. So we're going to go put our guns out, but wait a second. Our Georgia's pimping for fire support on the Conde, so I elect to turn head to the east. And again, I'm using situational awareness. Is like, do I help my Georgia, who's almost dead, or do I continue in the Missouri? Missouri's not really a threat right now. The Conde, again, this is my French-style counterpart, is also very powerful. He's got a reload booster. His guns are also rapid firing bursts, so he's got kind of a lot of gimmicks that make him strong, as well as a speed boost and a reload booster. So you'll do a video on that later, where I do a good game in the Conde, but it is a powerful ship. I've gotten up to 175 to 200,000 damage on this thing. It is insane. It is a threat that you don't want to turn your shoulder to, and I got to eliminate it as fast as I can. So I'm going to use my long-range fast-firing guns. This is the advantage the Annapolis has over the Conde, where I am literally just constant HE spamming, and he can only get one salvo off every about, I would say, 20 seconds or 17 seconds, something around that range, where we're getting about 5-second reloads. A little damage con that fires, conserve as much energy or hit points as we can. And we got the fire going off, and here we go. We get the fire. Look at that, 36 shells in the air, and he is just too fast for us. I should have led a little bit better, and you can see right there we missed. We just totally wonked that one. But we did scare him off. That's the cool thing I like about the Annapolis, where you are literally just a machine gunner, kind of comparable to the Colbert. I like the fact that you can just get so many shells out in the air and just basically scare the crap out of somebody and tell them, hey, turn back around. Conde is hugging the edge of the map right there, and that is showing us beautiful broadside. Hopefully I can get a shot. You see, look how long this reload is. Now, if I had had that extra firepower right there, that would have been really, really awesome. But unfortunately, we got to wait the long reload. Hopefully one of my teammates gets this kill. We get the HE, and we send it. Full send right here, ladies and gentlemen. And we didn't get anything done. Oh, well. So anyways, Conda is a great thing. It goes down, but we are actually down. We're 7 ships. They're 8. Looks like we may be losing this map. So I'm going like, well, don't ever give up. If I can tell you guys anything, never, ever, ever give up. Whether it be in this, in life, always in the face of adversity or something, keep on trying, keep on pushing. Always find a way to remedy the situation. So what I'm going to do is take my mentality, my methodology is one ship at a time. So what I'm going to do is look at my RPF, which is, see the arc right there? I'm pimping my team. This is where the last known location is of the Holland. And this is he's probably the closest thing compared to the Missouri. So I have a general direction. My teams go, thank you. Hey, again, communication is very vital and important in warfare. Definitely use that to your team's advantage. And then now the arc moves again. He's slightly in, and there he is. There's the Holland. Teammates spot him, and they get a nice, good salvo off. Boom, he's dead. Vampire, that's my next ship, by the way. Next Research Bureau, guys. Vampire's coming up. I'm getting that one. If you don't know, the reset for the Research Bureau double points, if you don't know what that means, Google it. But basically, the Research Bureau points double in the next 2 weeks here. So it will reset and give you a modifier to get twice as much Research Bureau. So if you haven't done so already, reset a line right now to get 2 times that you should be getting right now. And then when it resets, it goes back to 2 times, which means you get a total of 4 times. Remember, the system does remember what you built up before you start executing those ships to get your Research Bureau points. You can get up to about 40,000 plus, which is what I'm doing. So we got full firing on the Missouri right now, so we're going to just keep launching 12 salvos. Look at the rain of fire. A poor Missouri just taking full onslaught of what this ship can do, and boom! RIP Missouri back to 40. We get the Missouri out, which is actually one of my, I guess, good-looking ships in my inventory. I like the Missouri. I did the Missouri event. I got it for sentimental value. I've actually had the chance to walk on the Missouri in Hawaii. Really awesome ship. I have to honor those that actually served on it because, me being the military as well, I'm in the Air Force, but I like the Navy as well. They're awesome, great guys, great history in the Navy, fighting in the Pacific during World War II, so pretty awesome. I like it. But it's very humbling to be on a ship that you actually can see in game and know that it actually exists and what it did for this country. So again, I digress. We're going to start moving towards the north because, again, analyzing the mini-map. Can my 2 destroyers and Baji, can they take on the Alaska, who's almost dead pretty much? I tell them to shoot him, and the GK as well. Can they take them on? I think they can, but my team to the north needs me a lot. They have 2 destroyers and a battleship to my incomparable FDG, so we're going to have to help him out. We take a couple quick pop shots within, again, range mod. This is allowing us to reach out and touch this Alaska, and boom! I had no expectation on hitting him, but 4 penetration hits takes out the Alaska. Another kill for Chalk It Up for the Annapolis, coming in right now towards the north, taking on the either Kitakaze, Zorky, and another Des Moines out there as well. We're going to eliminate 3 ships to help out our 2 battleships to the north. GK actually does something very interesting. So he starts turning up in the middle in 2 brothers. Now that's actually the reason why people love 2 brothers is because of the way that the map is built is these 2 islands make this little channel, which is just a choke point, and I call it the fatal funnel of death. Basically, everybody likes going through there and just having a blast with the secluded areas, all the cover, and just awesome, brutal gunfights. that you get in there. But I digress. I'm elected not to do that in this ship. But we do start heading towards the closest RPF location, which is I'm indicating right now the destroyer is probably in the middle, because I don't think it's the GK that was just to the north. I think it's the Zorky. So DD in the middle, I pimp out the team. Zorky says copy. We start moving in as a team in formation, and we start seeing if we can take on this this Kitakaze or Zorky, one of the destroyers in the middle there, and see if we can win this game, because we are neck and neck, Leisure. This is a close game. Please, 3 minutes, 54 seconds. Please don't think that, oh man, we got this in the bag. No, we don't. Even though we have a ship advantage, we are still losing. They have 3 caps to our 1. We have to do something drastic. This is where we have to, step up and make a play. Kitakaze's in the middle, GK. So that tells me that the Zorky is straight ahead of us right there, and we got to use the front forward facing guns. And again, this is like a Des Moines. We are literally a destroyer killer. We take out his front torpedoes right there, and we're going to just keep firing and blasting him. A little extra lead right there. Now he is pretty fast. He must have popped the speed boost, because I am just totally missing these shots. The dispersion should be the same as the Des Moines. I mean, it's pretty effective, but I mean, he's juking and doing his best to get out of range. Can we get this kill? Oh, so close right there. And yes, our friend Zorky got it. Fellow Zorky came in and helped us out right there. We are taking shots for the Des Moines, and ooh, those actually hurt right as well. So it was almost like a Des Moines on Des Moines action right there. We're just a big brother of him. We barely just avoid these torpedoes, which could have been an end of us right there. And now we have to stop real fast, because this GK is coming at us right now. We don't want to show full broadside. We've got the, I would say engine modification that allows us to start and stop pretty well. So I'm glad I had that equipped rather than steering gears. And we're going to hold right here. Now, the reason why the GK can't see my nose is because the game system only starts spotting you from the middle of your ship. So use that as your tactic and technique, is as long as the middle of your ship is behind cover, the other team can't see you. So he fires a salvo, I wait for it, and then with game on, switch to burst fire mode, and then we just launched hell on him, and boom goes the dynamite. GK's out of the game, RIP, back to porting. Our reload, we're going to get that back to single fire again, so in case we do encounter that Kitakaze, but we got to basically win the game now, guys. We are 9-10, and hopefully we can win this. I think the Beiji, whatever it's called, can take on the Kitakaze, hopefully. Vampire, don't die. And we're going to move towards the center, and we are within radar range, and Des Moines radars us. He knows we're coming. And anytime the Kitakaze goes in smoke, we can pop our radar at 42 seconds and help them out. And he takes out the Vampire. And Vampire at least took out the Kitakaze. 1-for-1 trade. We are still at 9:19 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left with only a Des Moines left. We pretty much have this game in the bag. But you know what? Let's do something fun. Let's actually, whoa, Kitakaze take out the beige, and we are actually back at 824 to 871. We are only about 50 points, and it's equal with 1:15. Now, if we, yeah, good thing with the Zorky actually is Captain A. So actually, I thought for a second there, I thought we were going to lose. But it looks like the red team has succumbed to its wounds. But you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun with this thing. We're at 4 kills. Why not go for a Kraken? You know, let's pop the radar here, see where he's at. Did he move up in front of us? He can broadside us now. So we have broadside to him. We're showing a lot. About 40 seconds left. You know what? Let's see if we can get a Kraken before the end of the game. Switching to burst fire mode. We only get 1 shot at this, ladies and gentlemen. How can we do this? Will we get the shot off in time? Or will his AP shells hit us and Citadel and take us out of the game? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for all the marbles. Boom! Kraken unleashed, burst fire, finish him. That was fun. So hope you guys liked the video. Hope it's informative. Like, subscribe, bell button. Appreciate all the support. On our way to 500 subscribers. And until then, we'll talk to you guys soon. Be safe. Cheers.